Your first 30 days as a new wholesaler, your first 30 days in wholesaling real estate, it's sort of like the first 48 hours. If you've ever watched that show on A&E, as a 10-year-old, I was stuck on like a Saturday. They always had those shows, or if I stayed up late, they'd have this thing called the first 48 hours, right? And I don't want to get too gruesome on this, but basically what it was when a certain attack happened and somebody unfortunately passed away due to someone doing something bad. Think of any of those serial people you know. The first 48 hours is when the detectives have to go in here and solve the mystery and really get the investigation going, right? The first 48 hours is everything to solve that crime, right? And in wholesaling real estate, for most wholesalers, if you want to get your first deal in 30 days, it's like the first 7, I really call it the first 7, is going to really determine how you're going to become successful, right? And really, it's the first 30 days in wholesaling. It's really going to help jumpstart your career, because think about your career as a real estate wholesaler, or your life as a wholesaler, right? Or as a real estate investor, right? As most wholesalers, most real estate investors, guys like that, it's a lifelong journey, right? And if you can set up your first 30 days and you get that deal in 30 days, right? You get a quick $15,000, $20,000 assignment fee. That's going to set you up for the rest of your life. That's a little nest egg you can use to really invest into your own business, to really gain that confidence to become successful. And most importantly, to get everything you possibly need to have the most success. And so what I want to really break down today in wholesaling real estate are the first 5 moves you need to make as a beginner. I want to break down the first 5 moves and the first 30 days of wholesaling real estate, because I feel like so many wholesalers, they rush so hard on doing 50 different things. They try to figure out all these crazy stuff, and they just need somebody just to slap them across the face and say, hey, quit it. Do this, this, and this, and that's it, right? And I'm not going to be the person that's going to, be mean to you, right? I mean, sometimes a little mean to some people, but like sometimes y'all need it. Sometimes you need a slap in the face and say, hey, quit all this funny business. Let's stop trying to focus on this and stop trying to focus on this. Just do this one easy thing, and this will lead you to wholesaling success. And that's what I want to do today. That's really what I want to break down. I want to break down the first 5 moves for most beginner wholesalers. And heck, if you come from a guru program, which a large portion of people watching this have come from these crazy guru programs, and they want like a quick reset, right? Change their life, change their mind. This is going to be a great video for you. And we're going to break down basically day 1, basically all the way through day 30, and really break down what you need to do during those days. And I feel like so many wholesalers need this, and this might be a wake-up call for a lot of people. So I'm really excited. I'm super jacked up. You guys, I love helping the people out. I love making you the best wholesaler you possibly can. And I just have a passion for this business, and I want to make it you guys to have the same passion I do. And the reason why the passion is there is because the money's there. So I'm excited. I'm jacked up. I'm ready to go. But before I break it down, y'all already know what I have to do. First, we're going to do a quick audio check. But while I'm doing that, you guys need to go out here and hit that like button, okay? I've been told the like button doesn't do anything anymore, but hey, just hit the like button so we can check it out. And then do me another favor, make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. So for everyone, this does do something for me, so you guys don't miss a live stream. I think some people, unfortunately, might miss a live stream if they don't hit that bell notification. So I'm going to say it one time in the beginning so we don't have to go through it, but subscribe to the YouTube channel. I go live here on this is my personal YouTube channel every Sunday at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard, because West Coasters, they can't get the regular live streams, and we get a lot more one-on-ones, right? This is a smaller channel than the other channels that I'm on. And this means a lot more one-on-one time. I get with people, a lot more personal stuff, and I can get really into wholesaling specifics. And hit that bell notification. I did a whole SMS breakdown the other day and some other really good stuff. So you don't want to miss this channel, and you don't want to miss the great stuff we're doing. And then obviously comment below your questions. It's a smaller channel, but we did hit 30,000 subscribers, which is a huge blessing. I can't even describe how amazing that is for my life. But I do want to tell people it is a little harder to do the one-on-ones. But if you're on right now, when I release the link, which I do, you can talk to me, and we can kind of see how I can help you become the best wholesaler possible. So let's break this down. Let's get into it, and let's really show your first 30 days in wholesaling, your moves, right? And so when I look at getting started in wholesaling, right, I think of a lot of things, and this is going to be 2 parts of the video we're going to share today. so you can kind of grasp as much as possible as a beginner, right? And I get a lot of people coming from TikTok, Instagram, all these places like, Zach, what do I do? Let's kind of do a clean slate. Let's help you out. Let's just talk about the moves you need to be making right now. So these moves can be really broken down into 3 concrete sections and then the 5 moves, right? So we're talking about 1 through 7, right? This is your 1 through 7 day, right? Your first week in real estate. What do we do, right? I get a million people give me different topics. They give me different thoughts. They give me different, oh, do this, do that, do all this. I go, what do I do? Right? Like first 30 days, what's the point? What should I do? It's my first week. Do I drive for dollars? Do I cold call? Do I go do a novation? Do I become a realtor? Oh my gosh, what do I do, right? This is really simple. Okay, like there's just move number 1. When you're day 1 through 7, there's only 1 move you should be making, all right? And we're gonna have a motto today: make moves, not excuses. This is gonna be a huge thing I do want to break up today and really break it down and really bring it up is make moves, don't make excuses. So make moves or make excuses, all right? So either you're gonna make the move or you're gonna make the excuse. When I tell you the 5 moves to make, you're gonna have to think to yourself, am I gonna make this move or am I gonna make an excuse not to make the move? My job is to help you eliminate that excuse so you make all 5 moves so you get your first deal and you become rich. That's the point, right? I don't do it for you. I honestly don't do it for you anymore. I do it for your family. I do it for the people that depend on you and for the future version of yourself that will thank me at the end of it. That's who I really do it for now. I can't do it for the current you. I have to do it for your future you and your future family. Heck, even your great grandparents, great grandkids that could benefit from this, right? So this is the point today, and this is kind of what I wanted to break down. So let's talk about first week. Move number 1, should be no excuses. If I hear excuse, I will quash it, all right? Move number 1, learning and being mentored. Oh, this is where Zach hits me with the course. This is where Zach hits me with the, oh, I'm gonna sell him on this crazy course. I'm gonna make a ton of money off of Zach here. I'm gonna get rich off these people and sell these crazy, stupid guru courses. No. All right, like this is not it. This is not what I'm doing. That is not the point of today. The point of today, honestly, is to tell you how to get rich, right? How to make money in wholesaling, right? Our first week is, I'd love to tell you to go out here and cold call 5,000 people, like first day, right? For most people, if you don't know the script, you don't know the objections, it's gonna be a little tougher, right? And your confidence gonna be there. You know, let's focus a week. I give everyone this. I give everyone a week, all right? And then after the week, I'm mean, right? Like I'm aggressive, right? After a week of me telling you what to do, like there should be no excuses not to do it, right? And so let's take a week for people and let's learn and be mentored by me, all right? Does this mean I'm gonna go up to your house and bring up my chalkboard and write it all down? Like, guys, you grew up in elementary school, middle school, high school. You know that type of learning sucks. Like, it's boring, all right? Like, it's stupid, all right? Now, this is a class I'm giving you that's actually gonna make you money. So it should be really interesting to you, right? Like this, actually sort of interesting way of saying. So how do you get mentored from me, right? This is very simple. This is one of the easiest ways I've ever explained it, but I have a free wholesaling course where I'll break down from start to finish how to wholesale houses. It's called freewholesaling.com. FREEWHOLESALING. Freewholesaling.com. That is a website. You go there. I have the course layout. It's done from start to finish. You have to pay $0 and 0 cents. And that's it. You click it, you sign up for an account so you can track your progress, and then boom, you have a free account where you can learn wholesaling real estate. There is seriously nothing like this in the entire wholesaling industry, heck, probably even the real estate industry, that'll teach you the entire game. Think of it as a Netflix for wholesaling, except it's not Netflix where it's like, honey, what are we gonna watch tonight? No, it ain't that. It's like, honey, day 1's here, day 2's here, day 3's here. We start from marketing, we go down to ARV, we go through the dictionary, we go through the lingo terms, it's done for you in sections. It's not really the Netflix of wholesaling. I'll call it honestly, the closest thing to it is the Breaking Bad of wholesaling. I love Breaking Bad, okay? And the cool part about Breaking Bad is it's 9 seasons and they're done by episode, right? And you can watch episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5. It's like, oh, how do I watch? Nobody says, how do I watch Breaking Bad? You watch episode 1 and then you go through all the way to the last episode and you enjoy yourself in between. That's pretty much what it is. It's hard to screw up watching a TV show, okay? All right, like it's not that difficult, all right? So just you go through it like you're watching a TV show, except it's a pretty long TV show, but it's one that's going to make you a ton of money. So heck, go do it, right? I think everyone here knows how to watch a TV show. All right, y'all will binge watch Yellowstone all weekend, okay? But y'all won't go out here and go through freewholesaling.com. All right, like come on, freewholesaling.com. That's where it's at. So the first 7 days, 1 through 7, freewholesaling.com. You can get that knowledge up in wholesaling real estate. You're gonna learn. All right, we're gonna make some money. We're gonna learn, and then from there, we're gonna get a little better, right? Like now, we're going to go to day 7 to 14. This is when we're making some big moves. We're doing well. We're making some good money here. Like what do we do here? What are we gonna do? So this is day 7 through 14. This is really when stuff gets real, right? You know, day 4, you could probably start making some action. It's up to you which one you want to do, but I'll tell everybody, day 2's when, move 2's when things get pretty real. It ain't crazy, but it's real. So what's move 2, right? What's the second move we have to make in real estate wholesaling to make a bunch of money, right? This is what I call imperfect action. And I've coined this phrase because I'm probably not the first person to say it, but it's a true phrase. And you're going to take action, but you're going to do it imperfectly. You're going to screw up while doing things. You are going to cold call and you're going to fail. You are going to put bandit signs out and hopefully get some calls back, but it's going to suck in the beginning. You're not going to be as smooth as possible. But the truth is, with more imperfect action, it will lead to perfect action. It's just, you're getting your hours in, right? And it's just, I've never met one person that has played a video game for 1,000 hours that absolutely sucked at it. Like, absolutely was trash at it. All right, I got a lot of buddies. We all love playing Madden. We're all pretty good at Madden because we played thousands of hours of Madden as a kid, right? Better example is probably Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. We put thousands of hours in middle school. Middle and high school, 1,000 hours, hands down. Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, all that stuff, right? I love Call of Duty, all right? What I can tell you is because I've put a bunch of hours in, I'm very good at that game. Like I ain't no noob, all right? Prestiged a couple times, all right? More than that, but like, I've been around the block, kid, right? And so why am I so good at it? Because I put my hours in. Now, is it the most productive thing? Probably not, but it's the same thing as wholesaling houses. It's like if you put thousands of hours in, you are not going to suck at it. I want everybody to know that, okay? One example is, it's kind of funny, like a couple years ago, I was in Colorado and I was with Rick and they had this video game thing. And it was like a Galaga, right? That was an old like 80s game, right? It's an old 80s game, all right? It's got the shooting with the spaceships. You look up Galaga, you'll see it, right? I played it. That was okay. Like, I wasn't that good, but like, you know, average, I guess. Rick walks on there. He gets the number 2 high score. Like, I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you know, when I was like 14, we had this in a pizza shop and I just spent all my quarters on the Saturdays with all my friends and we played. He put almost 1,000 hours in the Galaga as a kid. And so he's really good at it. It's like, how is he so much better? Because he just put the hours in. Same thing with wholesaling real estate. How do you get good at it? There's no secret. There's no special sauce. There's no, you just gotta do it. It's seriously, it's like, you know, you go, how do I get really good at this video game? It's like, they have if you go on YouTube, how do I get good at Call of Duty? How do I get good at Fortnite? How do I get in with whatever video game it is? Do it. Do it a bunch of times and keep doing it. And then eventually over time, you'll get really good at it. How do I get really good at knitting? Do it over time and get really good at it. I'm pretty good at fishing. How did I get really good at fishing? By fishing a lot, right? Like, it's just, I hate to say it, but like the more time you do something, the better you're gonna be at it. And the only thing that this isn't true for is driving. I know people that drive for years that just absolutely suck at driving. But like, outside of driving, if you put the time in, you're gonna be really good at it. And so the point in here is we're just gonna take imperfect action. This is gonna be the thing where we're getting close to that first offer. We're getting the stuff in. We're doing whatever it takes, right? We're as Rick Ross says, we're hustling, right? Every day we're hustling. And hey, you might get your first deal here. I got my first deal doing this, like doing the imperfect action thing, right? First, I think 20 days in, bandit signs, first deal, right? And this was just absolutely sucking at that call, barely getting through an appointment, barely getting through the contract, but somehow through the skin of the teeth, I got it, right? 20 grand, 17 years old. It's like, I did it, right? And like, there's no secret to it. I just did it, right? And so the point is you just have to do the work. And yeah, you're not going to be good at it. Like, you're absolutely not going to be the best at it, but heck, if you keep it up, you're going to do well, right? the gurus don't like me. And one big reason why the gurus don't like me is because it doesn't sell. Me telling you to just take a bunch of action, it's not sexy. It doesn't sell. I don't have to sell you on a course so I can actually tell you what it takes, right? Video games, fishing, like anything in life that requires skill, learning a language. Guys, there is no secret to learning Greek from being a native English speaker to go learning Greek. You ain't gonna learn Greek by manifesting it in your mind. Oh, I'm gonna learn this language. I'm gonna learn Mandarin Chinese. You ain't gonna go pray on your bed and learn Mandarin Chinese, all right? You're going to actually have to do the work to learn it, right? You got translators and stuff, but like, hey, no phone, no nothing. You drop me in China, how am I gonna learn? Like, you're gonna have to put in the work. It's not secret, it's not sexy, it's not fun, but if you wanna make the actual change in your life that will change everything around you, it will change your home life, it will change your financial life. You don't have to go to 9 to 5 anymore. You can spend more time with your kids. You don't have to go commute. You don't do any of that stupid stuff. Just take the work, do the work. And I'm not telling you to go quit your job. I've told nobody to go quit their job and do this crazy thing. No. You do this part-time. I did this part-time. Rick did this part-time. And then slowly you make 6 figures doing a part-time thing. I tell everyone, if you quit the TikTok, if you quit the Netflix, if you quit the extra TV shows or the mindless scrolling on Instagram, and you just put 4 or 5 hours into marketing, that's all it's really taken. It's not taking much, guys and gals. Like, it's really not. And this isn't stuff that's high stress either, okay? You know what's high stress? Not having the bills to pay, right? Like, that's high stress stuff. This isn't high stress stuff. You're knocking on doors if you want. You can put sticky notes on doors. You can go and call people. Like, this isn't high stress stuff. And at the end of the day, when you're done, right? And so the thing is, if you try, and this is what I want everyone to know, like, a lot of people are scared to take this action. It's like, what if I'm not perfect? What if they curse at me? What if they say something mean to me? I mean, here's the thing. Let's say they curse at you. Let's say you mess up. Nobody's going to know or care in the next year if you messed up or not. I can tell you, I remember I drove home from wrestling practice. I think my first 10 days into wholesaling, all right? There was this for sale by owner. And I was like, I'm gonna call this for sale by owner and see if I can wholesale the house. All right, never before seen story. I remember specifically. No, this was from wrestling practice to my college. I was taking college classes. I was 17, and I took college classes in high school. It's for another story. But I was going to Indian River State College. All right, no cap, Indian River State College. I was driving down Pomeroy in Stewart, Florida, and there was this side street, and it said "For Sale by Owner." And I drove by it, and I called the sign, and I just called it. I was gonna, see if hey, you want to sell the house? What price? I can do this all. Like, I was gonna do that. The guy absolutely tore into me. Oh my gosh. Who are you? What do you want? You want to buy the house? It's for sale $369. That's what the price is. Well, can you tell me about that? I just destroyed me. And I didn't get anywhere with the guy. Like, I didn't even give an offer. He was just running over me. Apparently, I probably didn't like my voice or my confidence wasn't there at all, but like, it was a rough call. And the thing was, that guy probably never remembered that. I remember because I got a good memory, but like, it doesn't haunt me at night because I got the wins. And so it's like, yeah, like, it didn't go well, but it's the pursuit of me trying. I want everybody watching this to understand this. There is no shame in trying. There is no shame in going out here and just trying to make a better life for yourself. There is no shame. There's nothing bad about that. There should be no guilt in your heart that you're just trying to do something that will better your life, your family's life, your financial freedom, and everything. There's nothing embarrassing about that. I think a lot of people clown people that try like doing a side hustle. Like, hey, you're trying to get a better life for yourself. It's like people that make fun of people that are trying to lose weight and if they're overweight, or people try to quit drinking or quit smoking. It's like, are you really gonna shame that? Like, they're just trying to make better choices in their life. There's nothing wrong with that. They are trying to better their life. There's no judgment at all from that. And if you're someone that judges, like, quit that. And I just think you guys should look at this like you're bettering your life and you're doing something that's going to make you a better person at the end of the day. You should be proud of that, right? So that call, I messed up. I was proud because that led me to get a little better at calling, maybe like 2% better. And then imperfect action lets me make more money over time, right? That's how it is. That's how you make money in this business. It's the reps you put into it every single day. That just makes you a better wholesaler, right? It's like watching those boxers box, right? Like you watch biggest boxers, Mayweather, Tyson Fury, all those guys, right? Like, the boxing match is not the thing that's like the crazy, like, it's the training it takes. That's how they actually win, right? It's the hours they put in the training, not the actual match sometimes, that determines the winner. And so this imperfect action is going to determine your winner, if you're going to be a winner or not, right? Move number 3, this is making your first offer. You start taking a bunch of action. You get someone that wants to sell the property. Hey, I think I want to sell my property. Oh, we got someone on the hook. Like, what are we going to do here, right? This is pretty simple. We go out here and make the offer, plain and simple. That is what we do in this business. You're going to make your offer. Ain't going to be perfect, but you learned that for Wholesale.com. Use the good cop, bad cop. Use the volume method. You get the price first method. Whatever method you want to use for lowballing your seller up front, negotiate the best price possible, and you lock up a deal. That is it. So many stinking beginners go out here. They take that imperfect action. They lock up the deal. And then boom, they get their first deal. You ain't gonna know what you're doing half the time sometimes. And that's the honest truth. Maybe you gotta ruffle a few feathers. Maybe you gotta go through some grind. Maybe it's a little nerve-wracking. But once you make that offer, you're at the end of the day, you're just buying the house and you're selling the equitable interest. That is it. Pretty plain and simple. And so you're making that offer. And once you make that offer, you're gonna get that deal under contract. And this is kind of when we go, day 21 to 30. This is when move 4 and 5 comes through. Move 4, we're gonna find a buyer and we're gonna close that deal. And I would say it's a rough stat, but this is theoretically what I've seen. I would probably say 25 to 30%, and this is very conservative, of those type of deals, your first deal, you lock it up, all close to 50, honestly, thinking about it, for a lot of newbies in 2023, they're probably not gonna do well. That deal's probably not going to go well, because most wholesalers, when they lock up a deal that they don't go well, they probably have it overpriced. And that's not the truth. So either you can't sell a real estate wholesaling deal. It always comes down to you have the deal locked up for too high, or you haven't talked to enough cash buyers. That is it. So either the price of the piece of real estate is too high, so real estate investors don't want to buy it, or unfortunately, you just haven't talked to enough buyers, because if you talk to more buyers, one's going to be willing to buy it for that, right? That is it. It's like you're selling a fur coat. If I talk to 3 people and they already have fur coats, they probably don't want to buy anymore. I go to somebody that's in desperate need of a nice warm fur coat, you're going to find some. And so you lock up the deal, you find the buyer, you close it with the title company, you go through the whole free Wholesale.com process, boom, deal closed. That is it. And then day 21 through 30, and this is the honest truth, this is the most important move. This is move 5. You're going to close that deal and you're going to keep wholesaling, and you're going to make mistakes. And this is different than imperfect action. This is making mistakes, locking up a deal too high, trusting a buyer that you didn't ask the right questions for, using the wrong title company, maybe offering way too low, maybe offering way too high, maybe not marketing enough, or marketing too little, or stop marketing. There's these little intricate mistakes wholesalers make. And I will tell you, 99% of all mistakes that you will make in wholesaling, if people watching this, we got a good amount coming out watching us today, which is awesome on the live stream, but we got a lot of people watching us, right? And the honest truth is, there's gonna be a decent amount of people watching this, and after live and through everything, they're actually gonna do very well, right? They're gonna make probably 100 grand this year, maybe $250,000, maybe $1 million in the future, right? We got a lot of people in here watching this that will make $1 million in probably 5 years. And from that journey, looking at my journey, making millions of dollars in wholesaling real estate, it's crazy. It's insane right now thinking about it. But 99% of the mistakes you're gonna make, and they're gonna be big mistakes. They're gonna be mistakes you're gonna lose 25, 30, 40K on, right? There's potential deal income. Those are mistakes you all could avoid if you go through freewholesale.com over and over again. It's not about listening to the mistake once and being like, oh, okay, I kind of hurt in the back of my mind. It's over and over again, reinforcing it. That's why I tell everyone to always watch the lives, reinforce what I say. And because maybe the 4th time I say it actually goes in your head, right? So one big mistake I always say that so many wholesalers make, and this is a huge one, but it's when you lock up a deal and you spend all your time finding buyers and you stop marketing. And now you get the deal, but then you got no lead flow coming in, right? Huge mistake wholesalers have. Or another mistake is they get their first deal, and the first buyer that comes through that gives them an offer that they like, they're gonna make 30K. They're like, deal. Okay, first buyer, I'll make 30K. Assignment signed, right? In all honesty, if you ask 3 more cash buyers, don't get greedy, obviously, but you ask 3 more cash buyers what price they're going to buy it for. This guy would have bought it for 40. This guy would have bought it for 50, and this guy would have bought it for 20. I just lost $20,000. So I took the first offer I got. I should have talked to at least 3 to 4 buyers because it was a hot deal. And this is where you lose out on some money, right? And I say it all the time at freewholesale.com about this, but it's like that big mistake is you don't ask the right questions at your title company. You don't ask the right questions for your cash buyers. There's specifically 7 to 8 questions to ask every title company and every cash buyer on. that will guarantee you don't get your deal stolen or a bad deal. And honestly, I hate to say it, but you will make this mistake. And by making this mistake, you will learn from this mistake. And as somebody that makes millions of dollars a year in wholesaling real estate and in other real estate ventures and other business ventures, I make mistakes probably on a weekly basis, maybe not on a daily basis. I'm not perfect, but I do make mistakes all the time. The best make mistakes. And I learned from those mistakes a lot. And the mistakes I made when I was 18, 19 years old, and when a new situation arises, I'm like, oh, I made this mistake before, I ain't gonna do that again. And boom, it helps make a lot of money, right? And so in wholesaling real estate, you will make mistakes, but it's the biggest move you could probably make. They're expensive, but they are the mistakes that no guru can tell you. I could probably tell you, but you're gonna have to make them yourself, unfortunately, and you're gonna learn from them, and it's gonna make you rich. And so your first 30 days in wholesaling real estate, just take the imperfect action. Learn, take the action, and go after it. There's no excuse of what market should I do? Is this a good market, bad market? What's my ARV? What's MAO? Guys, it's all on freewholesaling.com. It's all there. There's no excuse not to have the knowledge in your brain. So it's the work in your body that you go out here and do the action, the marketing. That's what it takes. And if you want to make the change in your life, making a change in your life now. So to change your life currently, you're gonna have to start changing your schedules. You're gonna start changing your tactics and really pump up the marketing and get the deals. A lot of people like throwing out a lot of words, right? Recession, market crash, all these crazy stuff, right? And we could probably be in a market crash. We would probably be in a recession. It wouldn't matter, right? So theoretically, you could call it a recession, right? I mean, it doesn't really change real estate values too much, the word recession. 2008 it did, but other markets it really didn't, looking at statistics, especially one driven from inflation, right, with interest rates. So I don't see market changing too much due to a recession, quote unquote. But real estate values, right? It might go down another 10, 12%. It might go up 10%. We don't know, right? Nobody really knows. And if somebody's telling you they know, they don't know, okay? But looking maybe go down 5, 10%, then bounce back up. It's really, it doesn't matter. Because if you lock up a deal for 100 and you sell it for 120, make 20K. If real estate goes down 10%, you lock it up for 90, and then you sell it for 110, and then boom, you make the same money in wholesaling. So like, it doesn't matter, right? That's why I don't care in wholesaling if markets go up or down, because buy it, sell it in between the price, right? So like if I'm trading baseball cards and a card is selling for 10 bucks and I can sell it for 20 and make 10 bucks profit. Let's say the card market crashes 50%. I'm gonna buy it for 5 and then sell it for 15 and still make my 10 bucks. Like, you still make the same margins, right? Just the prices change. And so you just don't wanna hold on to it sometimes, right? And that's it. So guys, that's the first 5 moves you make in wholesaling real estate. That's your first 30 days as a new wholesaler. If you follow that key point and you follow that key 5 moves, you'll be fine, right? And you already know what tactics I tell you: trying for dollars, reverse trying for dollars, cold calling. You can do SMS. Like, there's so many, right? But if you just try what works best for you and the stuff I say, you'll do well. So that's my little guide today. I hope you guys got some value from it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe.